There's talk that there are going to be more immigrants shipped in potentially to Delaware. Keep it coming because it maintains the conversation on the border, which is a disaster. Over 2 million people have come in during this fiscal year, and that is an all-time high. Over 5 million illegal entries since Joe Biden became president. And to me, the Martha's Vineyard story was a perfect illustration and embodiment of why woke white people are the worst human beings in America today. Because woke white people are wealthy and privileged, and they advocate for things that doesn't actually impact their life while hectoring you and claiming that they are more virtuous than you are, than white, black, Asian, and Hispanic hardworking people are out there in the country. Think about this. Woke white people said, oh, we've got to shut down schools. It isn't safe to keep them open. But then woke white people put their kids in private schools and opened them, or paid for tutors and had pods to allow their kids to maintain their educations. They wanted poor kids to have to go to school remotely. Their kids overwhelmingly went to school in person. Woke white people said, oh, we've got to stop going into work. We've got to all work from home, even though huge percentages of the American public can't work from home. Woke white people got to sit at home and sit on their Wi-Fi and order food delivered to their house and argue that it made them virtuous. Meanwhile, if you had to go out and work at a grocery store or a gas station, or you were a police officer or a firefighter, you didn't have the luxury of getting your full pay while sitting at home and not having to work anywhere near as hard. Woke white people failed there. Woke white people are also in favor of open borders until those immigrants, as we saw at Martha's Vineyard, actually show up on the island where the woke white people live. Then they call in humanitarian aid and ask the police and the National Guard to take care of all these illegal immigrants and immediately deport them from the island and take them back to the mainland. And, of course, maybe most paramount here, woke white people argued we had to defund the police, even though they never defunded the police in their rich parts of town. By and large, they kept their police, but they argued that inner city white, black, Asian, Hispanic people, they didn't deserve police. They needed to defund the police. And as crime has skyrocketed, they suddenly are looking around and saying, who could have predicted this? Woke white people destroyed public education during COVID. They shut down businesses and overwhelmingly crushed our economy. They defunded the police and argued that it was social justice necessary. And they also have supported open border policies as long as the immigrants don't show up in their communities. Woke white people and what happened in Martha's Vineyard is a perfect approximation and epitomization of why they are the worst people in the United States and should be repudiated and rejected soundly by everyone, white, black, Asian, and Hispanic. The woke are our enemy if you have an ounce of sanity.